everybody, Julia here from Accessorize Your Life. How are you doing? I hope you're all well. Today, Jackie from Jackie and the Other Side of Beauty and I are doing a collaboration with our Spring Forward Shop My Stash items. So I have everything that I want to use for this look spread it out here, and I am hoping to come up with a rather colorful spring look inspired by bright colors. I was going to say flowers, but at this point I'm not seeing any flowers with the colors I have in mind, but these colors will work. So let's get into it. I'm going to start off by putting a little Drugstore eye cream around my eyes. I think I picked this up from the Dollar Tree of all places, who knows when. I'm just deciding to use it. It's actually called a Hydrate and Firm Eye Cream, and other than that, it has no name to me. I haven't been in the Dollar Tree since the beginning of the year, so this is what it looks like. So that's what I'm using to just moisturize around my eyes, because I tend to be very dry here and under my eyes, and I want my products to not look patchy and not grip into those dry areas. So really concentrating here where I am extra dry. Okay, next I'm going to prime my face. In my Shop My Stash, I had two primers. A new one to me from Maybelline is the Poreless Jelly Primer, which by the way I really like, and the Lacura Primer. This one is the Snapshot Ready Foundation Primer. So I used this quite a bit this week, so I'm going to go ahead and use the Jelly Primer. And reading the directions, you're to put a generous amount on your face, and I want to press it in because it's just being very irritable, very dry in some places around here, and I just don't want my makeup to peel or look cakey or to snatch a hold of those dry areas. So hydration is key all the time, whether you're getting it in with fluids or getting it in with your moisturizer and things like that. Now I did moisturize, and I used from Refa. They sent me this a while back. It is the hydration cream. It's volume 1.0. I got that when I placed an order for brushes, so I used that. I've been using that right before my makeup to moisturize and hydrate. Mainly hydration. Now I want to make sure I get this all in, because I've been known to leave some areas out, even putting it on my eyelids. Okay, that feels super nice. Again, that is the Maybelline. That is the Poreless Jelly Face Primer. And if I was going out, I would go in next with my Pacifica Set and Protect. This is a matte sheen setting mist that has SPF in it, and I don't think it's a high concentration. It has vitamin C as well, but anyway, it protects you from the UVA and UVB rays, and it's also vegan and cruelty free. Might as well just give a spray. Why don't we? I feel like I'm mostly missing my face, but since I'm sitting next to a window, why not? Now that is setting. I'm going to go in with my eye primer. I have two that I shop my stash for. This is the Revolution Ultimate Eye Base and the Ulta Beauty Matte Eye Primer. We're going to go with the Ulta Beauty because there's a little less in here, and I do want to get through this. I have had it for a while, and it is a kind of a taupey color. I don't know if it comes in different colors. I've had it quite a while. It may have come in a box actually. So I'm only really concentrating on the lower part of my eye. If I get it up high, I want to remove it. It looks like I have. So I need a little makeup wipe to clean my fingers and everything. And then I need a little cotton square. These are thin, these little squares are, but they come in handy for cleaning up messes. And look at that, that's a good chunk right there. Now I'm going to take the brush that I pulled to just spread this out. Seems as if I have more over here. And as usual, guys, I have no idea what the look is going to be like. So it is what it is. We will see together. Now, before I get into the eye look, I want to take the Maybelline. This is the eraser, so it's a corrector. And I'm just putting a dab. I'm not even winding it up in a few places because there's a sponge here and it seems to be coated enough. And again, I forgot to bring in a brush or sponge, a wet sponge. So it looks like it will be my fingers. Oops. It's a good time to check, make sure there's no brush hairs around. I think I need a little bit more. I'm not going to use much more. This is the real dry side. And now I think we're going to get busy with the, I'll brush my hair down, so right here. We're going to get busy with the eye look. I think I'm ready. Yeah, I think I'm ready. For the eye look, I am going to be going into my Revolution times Patricia Bright. I pulled this palette, one of the many I pulled from my stash for my March Shop My Stash. So let's get to it. So I laid down the first color. It's called Rich Rich. It's like a grass green, or maybe even a little deeper. Actually, it's the one above the grass green. So it's this blue green here, but it goes on the eye very green. So we're gonna do the same thing with this eye. And if I haven't said, I'm doing one eye on camera and one eye off, just because I'm not sure of what I'm doing. So this is what it looks like on the brush. I don't know what to call this shade of green, but it isn't true grass green. So I just put it all over the brush. I saturated the brush with it and just brought it in like so. Tried to work in an angle for the outer corner. And I brought it over. It's not really a very saturated color, so I did have to go over it several times. And I even stuck my finger in the color like so and just pushed it in there so that I would get a bang for my buck. And then I went back with the brush and worked it in. And then when I felt like I had that in, I went in with a little liner brush on the end of a spoolie here, and I carried the color down to the lower lash line. And this took several tries as well. I think both eyes are looking pretty much the same right now. Yeah. As you can see, I went in with a second color. It's called Green Juice right there. Very pretty. Definitely a spring green in my opinion. And I really had to work hard with it because my hooded lid wanted to really separate this color. So we'll do this other eye. I don't know if these colors can be used wet and dry, so I'm just sticking with dry for now. I have not read anywhere where you can do that. And next is just to blend. and to make sure that there are no gaps when I open my eye. Okay, I think we're looking good so far. Okay, next I took another bright color, a springy color in my opinion, and it is called Fruit Punch, and it's right here. Very pretty, sort of a punchy, peachy red. At least it looks red on my eye. So I took it to the inner corner, just straight across. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. Let's do it. Just come from the inner corner and work it over. Quite colorful. Alrighty, so I use the final color, bright color at least, on the eye, and it's called Honey Pot. I believe that's what it's called. It's a shimmery yellow there. So I added a little NYX glitter glue to my hand there, dipped my finger into that beautiful yellow color, and we will put it right in the center because I want it to pop right there. Right in the center where I put that pretty green, going over it with this gorgeous honey pot. And using my finger to get the full effect. Now I'm going to go in with my skin tone color, and I think that's going to be, for me, Queen, right here. Right here. And just make sure everything is blended nicely up here and that it's smooth. Yeah. And the other eye. Going a little bit into those colors, but not in depth there. Now I'd like to go in with the deeper color right next to it. I think it's called Model, but I'm not sure. Same brush, just going to take a little bit of it, I guess, on the outer bit here. Yeah. Don't really want much of it, but I just want to have something that really stands against that. And then this very light shade here, right under my brows, right there. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Just clean everything up. Pulling out that brush again, going in with that deeper color I used before, just working it across a little more, just to ground everything. And that is the look with the palette for now. Okay. Alrighty guys, so my eyes are basically done. Now I can go into the face look. I really enjoyed these colors. I really enjoyed rediscovering this palette as well. Very pretty palette. So glad I pulled it for my Shop My Stash. So now I'm ready. I feel like I'm ready to go in with my face color. For that, I'm going to be using the Uma Beauty. And this has been a joy to use, I have to say. I think I really like using this foundation. I don't feel like it is too anything. It's a little bit runny, so but it's lightweight. It's a little bit orange, but it works out. So overall, I'm pleased with it. This is something I recently purchased and added it to my Shop My Stash. So I'm tapping it in. Again, I don't want to do anything to the skin that's really fragile, that's kind of irritated, overly dry, or anything like that. I am so glad Jackie came up with this idea to do a collaboration for our Shop Our Stash, or Shop My Stash, and for our get ready look. Concentrating basically in the center of my face and then working the foundation outward. Because I don't really need as much on the outer part as I do inner, like the center of my face. Though I do want it to look even, and I feel like this foundation, actually for a drugstore foundation, really blends nicely into my skin. So we decided to do a full get ready with me from our Shop My Stash. So you're going to see the full effects. No slow down, no skipping through. Other than me doing one eye at a time, as you saw. See what I mean? How nicely this blends into my skin? I'm loving this. I really am. Now I want to go in with some concealer. For that I'm using L'Oreal Infallible Concealer. And I will try to pop everything up on the screen. The shades. Just a little bit here. I don't really want to use too much of anything. I enjoy it all, but you know, I don't want to use too much. For bronzer, I have the Uma bronzer, which is another new product for me. I bought the bronzer and did I buy the bronzer and the powder together? I may have. I don't remember. But anyway, I made a purchase online for the powder for sure. And I think I purchased something else. Something else came with that. So do I have another Uma product? Anyway, I'm not sure anymore. It's funny how we forget. Eager to buy and then we forget what we purchased. Okay, so that bronzer is beautiful. It's a cream bronzer. Look how nicely it goes in and how natural it looks. Really a good bronzer. Did I call this a bronzer? I meant contour. This is definitely a contour. It's a contour, guys. But look at that. It's not red. It's nice, and it's a nice brownie color for me. I like that. And you see me dragging it back, but I'm doing it in areas that are okay to do that in, where my skin is not extra sensitive or irritable there. So it's working there. Alrighty, so I think that the concealer is what I want to make sure I called it the right thing. Has set long enough, and as usual, I don't have a sponge. Still, I don't have a sponge, but I may have a concealer brush somewhere handy. At least I should. I got my Pat McGrath concealer brush, and I'm just going to tap, tap it all around here. And then I tap it in, and then I just kind of swipe it down, kind of work it down. I like this concealer. I think I like it a lot. Just here. I would have liked to have had on deck a larger concealer brush. I know I have one around here somewhere. Actually, I can use this brush here for this area. Yeah. I like that. And then I'll just take it right in here. And then I'll go back with my foundation brush and work this into my foundation. Tap, tap, tap down here. Got a little bit of that contour in there, I'm sure. And for the chin, just use this brush right here, this rounded brush. Take less time. Kind of bring it in to the center. Go ahead and merge it with my foundation. Tap, tap, tap. And I can go back in with my contour because I don't think I contoured along my jawline. If I did, I don't think I blended it in. I like how this is portable and how easy it is to just twist up and use. Got it a little high there. Then I can use a little here on my brush. Don't need to add any. I think it does just what I want it to do there. Go back around. Make sure that this is good. Okay, I'm liking this. Next I want to go in with blush, and I'm going to use the Fit Me blush. I do not know what shade it is, but it's pretty, and I'm going to use her because she's pretty. Going to take a brush that, I don't want to dirty up another brush. I've had this brush out before, the Refa brush, and I'm just going to put a little more blush on it. Smile a little and hit those cheeks. Smile a little and hit those cheeks. Oh, I like her, I like her, I like her. And then for highlighter, I'm going in with this Luna. I think it's called Luna Magic Highlighter. Drugstore, black-owned company, a woman's company. Going in with the side of the brush. And whoa, did I hit that hard. We're gonna have to do some damage control. Oh yeah, don't put any more. Okay, try them. Work this side over some. Let's go in with a brush that can take some of that off. Whoa, 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 whoa. Can happen. It really can happen. It's not hard to do. Oh boy, I'm shining like the sun or the moon. But I like it. Okay, she's mighty. Don't go crazy with her. You know how some people are really loud and you just kind of have to be careful around them? Yeah, Luna there. She's loud and you do have to be careful around her because she will get the best of you. Okay, let's clean up this nose a little. It's a little too dark right here in my opinion. But I am going to take some of my Uma powder over my face. I may have to add a little more blush because I think I took some of that off as well. And I just have barely a little in the well there, so I'm going to try to use just that. Let's see. This brush isn't that big, but it's big enough. I think I'm going to try to use that. maybe a mistake. I feel like my nose is really nosing. It's like pointy. Try to take it down some. Okay, don't want to use too much of that Uma powder right now. Now it's time for mascara. I was going to go in with a little liner, maybe very close to the lash line. And this is the Lasting Drama. So we're going to do both eyes here. Just going to close the eye, go right on the lash line as much as possible. This is a cream. So I see a little bit of it. I'm going to have to keep building it up. Let me bring this closer so you can see. Yeah. It's coming through. Alrighty, not much difference with that, but a little bit. I think it helps the lashes look a little fuller, a little deeper. And now for mascara. And just gonna go in, not gonna use my lash curler. And I can see some of that red is escaping right there in the corner. And it does that with this eye right there in this corner with eyeshadow quite frequently, I've noticed. I don't know why. I did purchase this mascara from inside of JCPenney's, from Uma Beauty. They carry their products. And this is starting to dry up already. So I don't know if it's a repurchase for me. And I'm glad I got it in a little trial or travel size. Alrighty, now it's the lip. But before I do the lip, I think I'm going to spray my face. Okay, it's time to spray my face, and I like to do this from up high. That's it. You know what, guys, I have this gadget, and it's for putting on mascara. Let's see. Let's go back in like this. That's for the upper lashes. Let me wipe it off so you don't make a mess, I guess. And then for the lower lashes, make sure it's dry. You hold it like so. Can you see? I don't know if it makes a difference on the lower lashes for me. Anyway, that was a drugstore find as well. Okay, now I've sprayed my face and I want to go in with my lippy. And I think the lip that I have in mind is either this L'Oreal lipstick here in number 190 or this Revolution lip gloss that looks like this. It doesn't give much. No, so it's going to be the Revolution on top of that. I'm not going to wipe it off. So creamy. Yeah, I like this. You just saw me use the lipstick as a liner. And I may need to go in with a lipstick brush that has a smudger on one end. There we are. Okay, yeah. Tidy up the hair a little bit more around the edges there. My edges are thinner on this side than this side. They're both thin, but that one is really more thin. And I wanted to use a little more blush. That's what it is. I kept feeling like there was one more thing. Just going to take any brush here. And this is the best lipstick because it goes nicely with the blush. I'm liking this. And I see that highlighter there. And you know, I think I want one more little thing, pulling out that palette. Again, trying to take one more swipe into this beautiful honey pot color. Maybe this is not the right brush, but I'm going to bring a little bit down. I don't know if you can see it, but I can, and I'm loving it. Okay, I don't want to get mustard there. The mixture of the red and the yellow. So I'm going to leave it alone, but this is the look. From my Spring Forward Shop My Stash collaboration with Miss Jackie from Jackie and the Other Side of Beauty. Hey there, girl. And we're just loving this collab. We enjoy doing things together. We banter back and forth. Well, not banter. We correspond. We text back and forth about what's new, what's not, what we like. And we don't do it all the time, but we do it sometimes. And she's been a pal of mine for a while, so I enjoy any time I can get with her. I'm ready. Guys, this is the look. I think it looks okay on the outer corner, under the eyes there. Very colorful. Maybe not as springy, but very bright for me. Guys, if you missed any part of this video, feel free to re-watch it. Yeah, you can do that, you know, and pick up on any points you missed. If it's a product I use or if it's an application, yeah, go back and look at the video a second time. Please talk with me down in the comments section. Tell me what you think. Leave me a rainbow, because that's what I think I have, a spring rainbow on my eyes. So leave me a little rainbow emoji in the comments section. Let me know you're here. You know, you don't have to say anything if you don't want to. Just leave me that emoji so I know that you visited the channel. And if you've yet to subscribe, what are you waiting for? A girl could use your help. I get so many viewers that don't subscribe. I don't know. Sometimes, you know, you can elect to have your subscriptions private, or you can elect to have them public. So if you are a little shy about being out there, you know, you don't want people to know where you're going and who you're watching, you can do it privately, but subscribe. I appreciate that, and I love having you aboard. Guys, as always, I love you for watching. Take care of yourself, take care of one another, and please go see Jackie. I'll leave her link down below and see what look she came up with from our Spring Forward Shop My Stash that we collaborated on together. And yes, I'm going to call this my Spring rainbow look.